Hey, what's up everybody? How you doing today? Today we are going to test out the NARWAL mopping robot. It's been a long time coming and I'm very excited to see how this guy's going to do. I personally think it's going to do a great job, so let's find out. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Alrighty, I have the NARWAL set up and it is going out to map. That's the first thing you have to do when you run this guy. You have to first of course install the app, get it connected to your Wi-Fi, and then it makes you do this mapping run. That way it knows where to go and cleans on its first job, and it's going to do a better job overall for its first clean. So it just started. It's been going for maybe 30 seconds, and I hear this process is pretty quick. So after this maps, I'm going to go ahead and send it out to do just a normal vacuuming run first, and then I'm going to send it out to clean these floors, which haven't been cleaned for quite some time, so this should be a really good test for it. You can see I got a bunch of like small stains and stuff. We'll be able to see after it cleans if it's going to be able to get that up or not. So I have high hopes for this guy. I really hope that I'm going to love it. So as you can see with this guy, the mapping is very different than a traditional like robot vacuum with LiDAR. Robot vacuums with LiDAR have to go around and do a full cleaning run and actually clean the entire floor plan before it'll give you a map. Now this one just drives through kind of the middle of the rooms, and this LiDAR is very advanced and it just does all the calculations and knows exactly how big each room is and exactly where the walls are, and then we should be able to divide and label each room and then tell this to go out and clean each specific room. So definitely looking forward to this guy. I'm going to go ahead and let this finish making its map. As you can see, it's starting to make it as it goes, and with LiDAR it's very accurate. So once again, very excited to see how well this guy does. And I really hope at the end of all my testing I can tell you, go out and buy this because it's the best mopping robot you can buy, but we will find out. Alright everybody, it is done mapping. And it took not even 10 minutes, maybe even 5. It's pretty dang quick. And I would say the map overall looks really good. However, for some reason, if you look in the middle, there's nothing on the map at all. I have this huge dividing wall that is really in the center of my entire house, and that's not picked up on this map at all. So I can't really divide the rooms yet, so that's kind of a bummer. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and send it out and vacuum my entire house. And I would assume once it does the vacuum of my whole house, that map's going to be much more accurate, and I would highly assume we'll have a big dividing wall in the middle there. So I'm very curious to see how well this guy's going to vacuum. I would say overall this is more of a mopping robot than a dedicated vacuum. But the fact that it has a vacuum is definitely a plus, and we're going to put it to the test and see how well it does. There's a good amount of debris laying around. You know, a little bit of just random everyday debris you would find on the ground. In the kitchen here, there's a good amount. I even have a full cookie crisp. Curious if it'll pick up all that. Just got some other like debris and stuff. So when it's done, we'll see how well this thing actually does as a vacuum. Good amount here. And then on the floor, you know, a little bit here and there. So I'm curious to see if this has the power to get up all this debris. I think it's going to do a fine job. So I'm going to go and send this guy out. Just showing you all this mess real quick so we can determine how well it's cleaning when it's done. And then we'll see if the map is better afterwards. So stay tuned for that. As soon as it's done, we'll go back over it and see how well it cleans. Alright guys, the NARWAL is done with the vacuuming run. And I must say, on hardwood floors or a hard surface, this guy does an extremely good job vacuuming. Now, to be brutally honest, on carpet, this thing is not very good on carpet. But this thing is more designed for hardwood floors. It's more of a mop than it is a vacuum. So I didn't expect this thing to be good on carpet. It's going to pick up maybe some big debris on carpet. But as far as deep cleaning, that's just not going to happen with just a suction port. However, on hard surfaces, it got up pretty much everything that I saw on hard surfaces. So happy with that. I did not expect it to be good on carpet. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how much dirt it did get from that cleaning job.
Exiting home, please keep the space clear.
Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. There we go, there's all the debris. I'm going to pop this open. There we have it. It actually has quite a bit more carpet fibers than I expected it to. And I cleaned it on the carpet with normal suction, so high suction definitely would have helped. This picked up a little bit more than I expected it to, so overall pretty good job vacuuming when this thing's main feature is its mopping, so pretty happy with that overall. Alright guys, I'm going to go and swap out the side brushes for the mopping pads because now it's time to mop my kitchen and dining room. So this is extremely easy to do. Flip the robot over. Simply grab it right here, pull it right off. It's literally held on by a magnet. And then these just pop right in, also held on magnet. And that's it. Now this knows it's ready for mopping. And let's see how well this guy does for mopping. I predict this is going to be the best mopping robot, period. I really do think that. I really hope I can tell you it is. And yeah, let's just get to the test. This thing's pretty cool because the home, you can tell it to just go back home after you swap it. You simply hit the home button on the docking base.
Returning home. The robot is in the base station.
Yes, it is. So now it knows it's on mopping mode. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill up the water tank and add one of those sheets of fragrance. And we'll see how good this guy mops. Alright guys, I am pretty excited. I have the NARWAL ready to mop. It's the first time I've ever sent it out. I got the water tank filled, I put in one cleaning sheet, and I'm ready to see how this guy does. But first, let me go and show you the mess in this kitchen, dining room, bathroom area. I have to say, I hate these floors with a passion, so these are going to be switched out very soon. These floors are good in the sense that it hides dirt really well, but it's terrible for these tests. But anyways, there's quite a bit of dirt on these floors. I'm going to try to pinpoint the ones I can see, and hopefully you can see it on camera. A lot of thick, dried on something. I don't even know what that is. But a lot of dirty spots. I would assume these are going to be very hard to get up, so if those are gone after this test, I would be very much happy. See some like stickiness there. Down this entryway there's plenty of dirt. Let's send out the NARWAL. I'm going to have it clean everything because of the map issue. I have it to clean 2 times. Oops. So let's just go ahead and send this guy out. Come on, Narwhal, be the best mopping robot you can buy.
Start mopping.
So right now the mopping pads are completely dry, so it's going to just send it through a washing cycle to get them nice and saturated. Let's see. And unfortunately, you can't really see nothing, but pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Come on, Narwhal, do a good job, please. I will say it is extremely quiet, which is very nice. You could be sitting in here reading a book and be fine. Let's see how wet the floor feels. Oh yeah, nice and wet. So the way this guy works is that there is no onboard water tank. So this will drive around and mop for a little while until it feels like the pads are getting dry. Then it'll drive back to the wash station, re-wet itself, and come back out and pick up exactly where it left off. See if it still feels really wet. Oh yeah, very much so. As you can see, those are applying downforce and spinning. So that's the best type of cleaning for any mopping robot that I've seen. Alright guys, I don't know exactly how long this is going to take, but I'll come back every like 10-15 minutes, show you where it's at, and we'll see how well it does at the end. If you guys want to see anything specific with this guy, please let me know down in the comments. If you're new, please do me a massive favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos with this guy and all other mopping robots and robot vacuums. See how it backed up there? That's one thing I noticed some robot vacuums and most robot mops do not do. Because as they're turning the corner here, they're going to miss like this little tiny section. But this guy backed up so it's ensured that it got that little section. Therefore it's getting every square inch of your floor. So very cool. So far I like this guy a lot. And I really do think it's going to do an excellent job. I will be back in a little bit and show you where it's at. So it's going back and washing itself already, so it needs to re-wet itself. I noticed with this LiDAR based system, this does a perimeter of your entire house and then it will go in and clean inside that perimeter. A lot of robot vacuums make a small perimeter of a section of a room, and then it'll clean that section, move on, and then make another perimeter and so on and so forth. So this guy went around this entire kitchen, around everything, down the entryway, around here. I did have to block it there because it would have went up on the carpet, because it doesn't know better yet, because I couldn't map it all the way. Came around here, and then here it recognized that it's a little bit low on water, and it's went back, and now it's washing itself. So we'll see if it comes and it starts itself right here, and then we should see it go down and around to that piece of wood, then back to the unit, and then it'll start cleaning inside this whole entire perimeter. Pretty cool so far. I really like this guy. So that cleaning job took, I mean, I've been recording for 1:15, so probably about 1.5 minutes, so that's not bad at all. Alright, well cool. And watch when it turns the corner, it should back up here. See? Therefore it ensures it gets that entire corner, which is really nice. Not all robots do that. That's something they should do, especially when they have side brushes that are missing that exact corner. Check the sewage tank. Okay. What about it?
Paused. Press the start button to wash the mop. Mop cleaning.
Not sure what that was. Let's see if it messes up again. And the LCD screen does not flicker, by the way. That's just the camera's refresh rate. Alright, not sure what that error was. Maybe I didn't push it down all the way when I was looking at it. Who knows? But I'll let you know if that happens again. And I gotta say, I can't be the only one who thinks this home base is absolutely gorgeous. I freaking love how it looks. It's big, but man, does it look good. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Alright, another update coming very soon. Alright guys, it is done. It's ran 2 times. At the very end, I'm getting that check sewage tank error 3019 again. I don't know why. The last time all I did was lift it up, set it back in there,
Paused. Press the start button
and then we were
wash
good to
the
go. So not sure why I did that, but it did, and I'm letting you know. So, very cool mapping system this uses. As you can see, the 1, 2, 3 there. The 1 shows it did the first job, the 2 means it went twice, and the 3rd, which I would have done, but I didn't know how to change it to 3 runs, this would have been darker. So as you can see, it's the 2 shade, that means it's done the 2 cycles, and it is done, and now it's washing the mopping pads for the final time. Alright, so another really cool feature I forgot to mention this has, after it's done mopping, it'll pull in, wash itself, then they have a built-in fan down in the base that is going to dry out your mopping pads. Therefore it's not going to have any more germs or mold can't grow, and a wet mopping pad just stinks. So that's really cool, they throw that in there. After it dries, I'll pull them out, we'll see how dry they actually are, and we'll see how clean they are after cleaning this whole room. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at how well of a job it did, and then we'll talk about it at the very end. So it's probably pretty hard to see on camera, but to me overall the floors from here definitely look cleaner, look a little bit shinier to me, but that's just from the surface. So when you get a little bit closer to some of those more stubborn stains that I showed you earlier before I sent it out, it definitely has trouble with real thick stains. Now I'll tell you why in just a second. But all those real thick stains, it really did not get up at all, any of them. And to me, here's why. I've tested a lot of robot mops, and I will tell you, none of them would have gotten up what you just saw this guy leave. None of them. The problem is with this, and all the other ones, so it'll go over there and scrub the area, but when it scrubs it, it's dry, right? It'll leave water on it, but by the time it goes all the way around and gets back to it, it's dry again. So therefore, it just simply will never be able to get it up. So the only solution I have found, and I've said this on multiple other videos about all these other mopping robots, literally the only way to get up real thick, stubborn stains like that is do what I did, walk your floor that you know it's going to mop, look for those stubborn stains, take a little water squirter, some Windex, some sort of cleaner, squirt all the stubborn stains down with a good amount of cleaner, and just let it sit there. And then when the robot goes around, by the time it gets to those stains, they'll be loosened up, and this guy will get them 100% clean. because I truly believe you have to do that. That's going to be the next video I do on this guy. It went out twice and left every single stain there. Every single mopping robot I've ever tested would have done the same thing. So in the next video, I'm going to go to those exact stains, squirt them with water, wait 2 or 3 minutes, send this guy out while they're sitting there soaking, and I would bet money that every single stain is 100% cleaned up. And that's just something you absolutely have to do with any mopping robot. The only way to get up stains is to pre-soak them, and there's no way any robot is going to be able to soak them enough and then come back to it later and actually get it clean. It's just not going to happen. I've tested at least 10 mopping robots and none of them will do that. Alright, so far in my eyes, I'd have to say it. This is the overall best mopping robot you can buy. However, it cannot get up stubborn stains, and if you spray them, you'll be good to go, and I'll prove that in my next video. Alright, well that's going to kind of wrap up this first test / review and my first opinions on this guy. I'm going to do a lot more tests. I'm going to put it head to head against some of the other grades such as the iRobot BravaJet M6, which in my eyes, this guy blows that thing away. That's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what other tests you want to see with this guy, and I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. And you guys have an awesome day. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. See you guys later. Here's a perfect example of why wetting it works so amazingly. Absolutely gone.